What's up, Team Tenors, and welcome back to another video on the channel. We are once again taking a look at the new Vault Card 3 items, and this time, boys, we're back with one of the new assault rifles. No, it's not the Blade Fury, this isn't a rerun. Today we're taking a look at the Dahl Creeping Corruption, aka the most generic assault rifle I have ever seen in Borderlands 3. You see, gamers, today this isn't just a weapon review. No. Today, this is a fashion tutorial. But what does it mean to be fashionable? Well, let me show you. You may notice that my current scenario could come across as very boring, bland, and just not exciting enough to the eye. But if I change the scenery to this, you might notice that it's a lot more pleasing to the eye and a lot more exciting to you as the viewer. Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, that is the biggest issue that I think the Corruption suffers from, and before we even get into what it does, it's something I wanted to bring up. I mean, look, we have this to choose from, this to choose from. These are all player skins, but I think they would do a much better job than what was actually applied. But what exactly does the Corruption do, you may be asking? And this is where my compliments of the gun are plentiful, because the Corruption is a gun which on kill spreads the Corruption debuff to nearby enemies, making them take more damage for a few seconds, a feature which I think is extremely cool. Now, not only is this awesome, but it stacks up to 3 times, allowing the enemies to take up to nearly 100% extra damage for a short time, meaning this has amazing synergy with some of the game's anointments. And even though I don't like the anointment system, I will say it's extremely cool. It almost feels like a gun out of Destiny with the way they've thought about how you could use this and how it might interact with builds. You can see that when you kill an enemy, those corruption orbs that spawn will seek out nearby enemies in the area, letting you know that they are corrupted, and then they just take even more damage. And what's cool is that the corrupted enemy can also drop corrupted orbs, which then hit other enemies. This is one of them guns where I just don't have any issues with it from a gameplay standpoint. Maybe from the way it looks, I think it is absolutely dreadful and they're not doing the gun any favors, but from the perspective of just how this thing works, it's an amazing weapon. Oh no, I'm down and I can't get back up. If only there was a sponsor of the video that could revitalize me during my low energy times. Oh wait, there is, because this video is sponsored by G Fuel. I'm just gonna be honest with you, gamers. You like deals, I like deals, but the only thing I like more than deals is when G Fuel's doing them, and luckily for you, they are, because today is the start of their Black Friday and Cyber Monday promotion. Not only is G Fuel doing a custom Black Friday collector's box where you can try all of your favorite flavors with a fresh new look and an awesome looking shaker, but what's even better is that for the duration of this event, it is going to be buy one, get one free, which means if you live in the UK like I do, this is going to be your best way to get G Fuel really cheap without being hit with those shipping fees. But what's even more awesome is that G Fuel has given us our own BOGO link to use so that you guys can click on it, support the channel, and also get yourself some G Fuel extremely cheap. So if that gets your pants tingling, click the link in the description and go and support the homies G Fuel and of course, you know, the fish guy. This is going to be active for a good few days here, so you've got plenty of time to get in there and get yourself some G Fuel, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, G Fuel. Alright, my gaming colleagues, we've magically switched characters to Mose, the pussy banger and slanger. That's right, gamers. We're here at the Malawan takedown, and it's time to test out the Corruption in a true scenario. Now, I bet you're probably wondering, why am I not at the Guardian takedown? And that's because get that shit out of here. We're testing real gamer shit here today, and I've got my little iron cubby wubby to do it with me as we move up to the gates here. And oh my god, this thing is terrible. What the fuck? My only fear with a gun like the Corruption is that it needs too much wind up, and that's gonna get it dropped in terms of endgame selection. You know what I mean? Like, the gun is really cool, but does it matter how cool the gun is if I can't kill something with it to begin with, right? Like, it's really cool if I debuff the enemy, but what happens if I can't debuff them? If we try out something like the Blade Fury that we tried out last time, you can see that the damage is just far more superior, which begs the question, why would I take the corruption at all? Now, let me just be clear. Earlier, when I said I have no problems with this gun from a gameplay standpoint, I'm referring to the effect, but in terms of its base damage, I think it might need a little buff. Now, I've tried this on my Zane, I'm trying it on Mo's as you can see, and on both of them, it just doesn't feel like it can compete with any of the endgame choices. And while I don't have too much of an issue with that, because I don't think that all of the endgame gear should stem from DLC, I do think that this damage is extremely lacking. Now, by all means, I could be wrong about this. You guys might completely disagree, and if that is the case, please let me know. What do you think about the corruption? Is there a better way to use it, and how am I using this thing wrong? It is probable that I am just completely using it wrong. I have the brain of a Redditor in that I am just absolutely clueless, but like to pretend I know what I'm talking about. But with the horrible looks of the gun, the really cool effect, and the lackluster damage, I just don't know how to feel about it. So let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section down below, and I'm sure that I'm going to be proven wrong on, and this thing is going to be able to one-shot bosses. But I just can't see myself picking this over something like, you know, a Blade Fury, which we already went over before. It just seems very, very odd to me. Anyway, gamers, that's going to do it for this weapon review. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget that G Fuel's running their BOGO sale for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so go and get in on that. Thank you to everyone who's been using code NNG. It has been absolutely insane, and I can't thank you guys enough. But that's going to do it for this video, you little shit stains, and I will see you in the next one.